Howdy, folks. Here in front of me, I have a ridiculously clean typewriter. Now, the trick to that is when I first took this thing out of the case, it was dripping with oil. All kinds of scummy and dirty and gross and nasty. And it was dripping, literally dripping. Keys were sticking. All kinds of nastiness. Whole machine was slowing down. When I took the back plate off, there was a puddle of oil inside there. Like this entire rear spar here was drenched. And I mentioned that not so much because I'm wanting to talk about this particular machine, but mostly because I want to just kind of address something that I've been reading a lot about on the typewriter forums lately, and even in the comments on some of my videos, and that is dunk cleaning. Dunking, full immersion cleaning. There's been a lot of people asking about the best chemicals to use and the best ways to go about it and best methods, and you know, you can see how clean this machine is. And so what I have to say about dunking is this. You don't need to do it. That's right. It's more trouble than it's worth. Unless you already own a typewriter shop or a machine shop or somewhere where you have an agitation parts cleaner and you already have 4 or 5 gallons of licks mixed up with mineral spirits or whatever the hell you want to mix with it, and you already have a parts wash station and know exactly what you're doing, then you don't need to do it. I mean, this machine didn't need it. Look at it. This is done with spot cleaning. This is done with a little bit of aerosol naphtha and some natural fiber brushes. And that's it. I mean, I did this in a super high-tech parts station, wash station that consists of a milk crate flipped upside down in a Tupperware tub. And that's as fancy as you need it to get. I removed the body, I removed the platen, I removed the feed rollers, and the feet. In other words, all the stuff that's going to get eaten by any sort of chemical. Which is exactly what you would have to do for dunk cleaning. Only on this particular machine, for dunk cleaning, I would have had to do a little bit more. I would have had to have removed the feed roll or the paper bale rollers here. I would have had to have removed the eraser table there. Which on this particular model is kind of a pain in the ass, and I didn't want to do it. So I didn't do it because I wasn't dunking it. I didn't have to. Anyway, just, you know, you don't have to dunk them. Everybody wants to because they think it's a great idea, and it's really not. It doesn't work that well. It's incredibly hard to get really good results out of it. Not only that, you can leave a machine in there for 3 days, pull it out, and you're still going to have sludge on there until you get some sort of physical force to manually remove it. You know, you're still going to have to use brushes on it. You're still going to have to hit it with a parts washer or something, and why bother? You know, this took me about 2 hours to do, maybe. You know, it took longer to take the body off this thing than it did to actually clean it, and that means that this is perfectly adequate. Because this thing's clean as a whistle, man. Anyway, dunk cleaning. Don't do it. It's just a bad idea. That's my 2 cents worth. And, you know, I could write my comments, and I have, for the internet. But this seems like a decent testament to kind of back up what I was saying. You don't have to dunk, man. You really, really don't. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Which incidentally, if you people can name what type of machine this is, tell you what, I'll make it a little contest, if you will. I've never done a contest on my channel, but we can do a contest. How about that? The first person who can tell me what model of machine this is, and it is a trick question, first person who can tell me what model of machine this is gets a free custom ribbon of their own choosing. I'll mail them a custom ribbon, and I've got blue over green, I've got blue over red, I have black over blue, I have purple over orange. I don't know, I've probably got a couple others that I'm forgetting too. I don't even know. But first person to tell me what model of machine this is in the comments gets a free ribbon. How about that? That sounds like a pretty good little challenge. Anyway, there you go. Have fun, folks. Be safe. Don't dunk your damn typewriters, and instead, clean them like they deserve. Cheers.